Hi guys, it's Shami. This video is for Glenda. I know that you had a question about stenciling, and I thought it would be easiest if I actually showed you how I stencil. It can be really tricky. I'm going to put that up there just because the sun's trying to come in on us. And my desk is kind of a mess here, but we will get it done. Okay, so what I have here is I have a stencil, and I'm going to kind of go through how I stencil. There's two tools that I usually use. I usually use a stencil brush, and that's what I get the best results with. These are Deco Arts, but you can also just go to your local art store. You can look them up online in your area, and these are super cheap. Like this one was only $1. So it's really good. They are kind of a pain to clean, but the main thing is that you want to use them dry. That's the trick that I found. If it has water on it, then it will steep through your stencil and it won't give the best impression. Now you can get these Americana, and these are really good for stenciling, and the paint comes out really clear, and they come with a whole bunch of different sizes. I think these are maybe like, they're like $5 to $10 at your local like craft store, and you could use a 50% off coupon, or you can order from Deco Arts from their website. And I'm just telling you that, like, not because like I sell anything for them, because I totally don't. I am in their Helping Artists program, which is a great program, but I would tell you if I didn't like their products. I'm telling you that because I found a lot of success with them, so that's why. You could also use a makeup sponge too. Lots of people use those, and you can get those at the dollar store, and it works well too. I find that when I use sprays, that's the tricky part for me with using sprays and stencils, is that you should just spray it really quick and then remove it. But whoa, I'll give you a demonstration of that too. So what I have here is just some plain craft paint, and what I do is I just kind of go on the side here. I'm going to make sure that you're in camera, just like that. Okay, so hopefully you can see that little puddle. I'm touching it right now with my finger. Okay, and then you're just going to select your stencil brush. I'm going to use a bigger one, or like the middle size one. This is a number 8. Just because I am doing something. These are a little bit bigger than with the smaller stencil brush. Okay, and then I can go in here. I'm just going to rub my paint in a circular motion, just like that. And I want you to just see how loaded that is. So it looks about there. And then I just do a circular motion. So I press down on my stencil, and then I go right in a circular motion until I think that it's completely covered. Now, I've just learned not to be that finicky about stenciling. I mean, if it comes out, fine. If it's a little off and it seeps down a little bit, I'm okay with that. I just think it adds character, so I'm okay with that. But I just press down whichever area I'm going to stencil in, and I just make circular motions. That's how I do it. And you get a pretty good look, see? So it's not bad. Okay. Now for the makeup sponge, which I have trouble with, I will be honest. For some reason I just can't get the rhythm down right for this part. But I have seen people do it with great success. So we're just going to take paint, and I just have a little pile there and pointing to it. And we're going to take just a clean part of my makeup sponge. And these are great because you can just cut off the part that you've used. And I just kind of go in and do a circular motion too. Or you can just kind of scrape it. That's cool too. And the makeup sponge might be the best way to go. And I just press down. Just make sure that you hold your stencil tight against the paper. That will relieve any leaking. And yeah, actually this is working out well. Yeah, so maybe this is the best way to go. For you at least. Look at that. So it's not bad. Not at all, actually. So yeah, go grab some makeup sponges, and that works well. That's pretty cool. So those are two ways. Before I had stencil brushes, I would just use regular brushes, these I got from the dollar store. Let's do another color. Let's do kind of a green color. And I just load up my brush, do a circular motion. But this is a kind of a hit and miss. I'm glad that I have stencil brushes now. But you just take it and you do circular motion. And again, you want to stencil when your brush is dry, because if it's wet, it's going to leak everywhere and you will not get the best impression. So yeah, you just have to wait for that brush to dry, or dry off your brush while you're working and going on to the next color. And I am terrible about that, but that makes a pretty good impression too. See? Okay, and then let's do a spray. Alrighty. So I'll show you, and I'll be honest, I am not the best at spraying. Yeah. And you just want to use these so that they're soft. If it gets too hard, don't use it. Okay, because I've learned that the hard way too. So, let's see, what do I have here? I'm trying to think of which ones of these spray right now. Okay, I think the purple works. Okay, so what I do is I just hold it down, taunt, and then I just give it a light mist. Okay, and then you pick it up immediately. And that's what gives you kind of the best spray. Now before, what I used to do was I would like put a piece of paper over it and then it would get all smudged and I'd be frustrated, but I mean that just spray it really quick, and I just spray lightly, like I just do a light little mist. And these are the Deco Art permanent ones. As you can see, I've been using this one a lot. Yes, and some of mine do not spray anymore because I need to clean them off because I've been using them so much, but they're awesome. So if you can afford to get those are great. But if not, you can also use my DIY Wilton spray inks, and I use those probably more than these actually, and those work really well too. But I do love the Deco Arts too. If you're looking for a product to buy, I don't know, I've never had delusions or anything like that, but these are permanent, and they're at a really good price, and you know, they work very, very well. So I probably wouldn't buy those if I bought my own ink spray. So yeah, I would definitely buy these because they're permanent, they dry super quick, it's already dry, they don't smudge, you don't have to worry about like colors interacting with each other or mixing in or having to seal them as you work or anything like that. So again, I'm just going to show you really quick. You just do a quick spray, light spray, okay, and then you're just going to lift it up just like that. And that's the best way to do it. Okay, and that's what I do. And then I just take my stencil and wipe it off. Yeah, so hopefully that answers your questions. If you have any more, let me know, and I'm so happy that I was able to give you this video. Sorry it took a little bit long for me to get up, but I definitely wanted you to know that I was not ignoring your questions, that I always hear and listen to and love reading you guys' comments and questions. So I hear what you're saying. If I can help, I will. And I appreciate that most of you guys are pretty awesome and, you know, you're nice about it. But yeah, so that is wonderful. As I said, I have the best subscribers in the world, but hopefully that answers your questions. If you need help with anything else, Glenda, please let me know, okay? And I will see you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.